Welcome to Ned Talks. My name is Kevin Goss, and I have the privilege of pastoring in the Northeast District at Chi United Church. And I'm doing a series of recordings under the category of church revitalization. And one of the topics we'll be talking about today, or the topic for today, is one that's necessary in revitalization, but probably isn't one that'll sell books or get people terribly excited. And that is leadership and revitalization often involves disappointing people at a rate they can absorb. It's disappointing people well and wisely that actually builds the bridges for future change and future growth. What are some examples of this? Well, it's teaching people the principle of enough. We have enough for everything we need to do, but we probably don't have enough to do everything we want to do, whether that's people power or finances or time. Right? Sometimes there's an addiction to yes, and we don't always say, wait a minute, if I say yes to this, am I going to have to say no to something else? If we teach our people the principle of enough, we help them process the disappointment that we can't always do everything we want to do, but we can do everything that God has called us to do that we need to do. Another example is what we call a kitchen conversation. Think of a restaurant. There's a dining area, there's a kitchen area. The staff of the restaurant talks much different, or at least they should, in the dining area than they do into the bowels of the kitchen, right, where all that stuff's happening. I find that if we have to talk with people about something that's a bit frank or direct, it's good to do it in a kitchen environment, which means less public. And I actually will train my people in this imagery of the restaurant, right, the dining room versus the kitchen. And I'll say to people, hey, could we have a kitchen conversation about something? It aligns people's expectations that, whoa, we have something serious to talk about. And they kind of get out of the mode of the dining area, and it helps them receive things or disappointment at a rate they can absorb. And sometimes it even flips it, that the negative for them becomes a positive because they're being trusted with deeper conversations. Also, in revitalization, as people have been disappointed, we sometimes have to listen to them as they process loss. When I arrived at our church here, we probably had about 40 meetings in different homes over the first few months. And a lot of that was just listening, right? There are people just need to know they were being heard. I mean, genuinely, that we loved them, that we cared for them. And even though some things were going to have to change, they wanted to know that they weren't just going to be steamrolled, but that they were valued and that they were being heard, even if some things needed to be different than they were before. And then sometimes I disappoint people by reminding them that no church can be the cumulative total of everything they've liked in other churches, right? I liked these 2 things at church A, these 3 things at church B, and these 4 things at church C. And so I now want you to do all of them as my new church. I try to help people process, no. The only ideal one in the church is Jesus Christ. And none of us, not any one church, can be the cumulative list of everything people have liked at previous churches they've attended. And helping people walk through that kind of helps them have more accurate expectations. Well, I hope this has you thinking. And if you'd like to talk about it more, don't hesitate to reach out. Have a great day.